Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark. If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to Season 2 of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. To all our old and new listeners, we're excited to have you here with us. ClockTower is a D&D campaign turned audio drama, played with a custom class and a few house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. If you find yourself getting a little lost, there's always older episodes to guide you back to the path. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. As Barrett appears next to the rest of the agents on the couch, you look over and you see the relief wash over Jaeger's face as he sees Sam just right next to you. And the first thing in your mind, Barrett, as you sort of realize that you're all back.
Sam, how long were we gone?
Sam, takes a minute to recollect themselves. They were just shunted mid-conversation. I don't know, an hour, maybe two?
Okay. He was looking around at the room for any mad scribblings on the wall. And
You don't see anything except that the eye isn't on the table.
Where's the eye at, Sam?
Well, do we not just want to share information here? Did you die? What's up? Why?
Oh, sorry.
Kind of harsh, but
No, it's just alarming.
I will say, we did find out that the pocket thing happens to out of the path from the east, apparently.
Oh, that did happen to me. Sorry, I kind of compartmentalized that with the restroom.
I understand that.
I just want to say, does Trinket also give Sam that look?
Yeah. I don't even know how to describe the face I just made. Please tell me.
Trinket leans forward so that she's looking straight at Sam and just eyebrows as high up raised as she can. That's not normal. That's not an okay thing that you just said.
Right, sorry, that was rude, but we just came from a place called Hayven.
Yeah, so it turns out at the bottom of the whole tree area, there's of course the forest you saw. Once you walk through the forest for long enough, you end up in Hayven, which is this really pretty picturesque retirement town for agents.
Oh.
It was kind of weird. I look, okay. I know they all seem very nice. I don't trust it. Personally, it irks me in the weird way that suddenly everyone just appears in this idyllic town after going through the creepy fucking door that kills you.
Well, just from that description, I'd be a little suspicious myself, but, that's nice. So there was another option? How do they even get down there? Do they all have lamps?
By the light of Lucy, who is...
Lucy is Lily, but a ClockTower agent.
They're very...
wow.
Right? It's weird.
Very sensitive about the term owl and what comes with that.
We didn't meet her, to be fair. Or them. So.
Sam's eyes twitch at the word owl.
We were warned about, 5 times.
Yeah, it sounds like she might be a rogue aspect of the owl.
That's
finding agents and taking them to the retirement home.
Question, should we be saying this
taking them or giving them the option?
I think it's agents who, it sounds a lot like it's agents who already were thinking of quitting. But...
Right, where is the eye?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we probably shouldn't say this in front of the eye, to be fair.
What?
Well, okay, so I also have to catch you up on some stuff. The last I saw the eye, it was on the second bookshelf. I kind of dropped it. I was on the second story in the bookshelves when you all came back and that reset me too, which is really alarming, by the way.
Oh, so then it's on the floor up there then?
Yeah, it should be.
All right.
Yeah, you were gone for an hour or maybe 2. I was trying to find my own way to get down to you. and the eye started moving on its own. It rolled to the mirror.
So we're just trying to leave?
Maybe? And then I went and picked it up. Well, I tried to trap it in a book prison. It didn't. The books kept disappearing. And then I picked it up, and the owl was here. Like, I didn't move anything, but maybe just like an illusion of them. Whatever it was, it talked to me.
Okay.
I didn't make any deals or give it coins or anything like that. But if you, maybe it might just be a me thing, maybe it's a choice. If you pick up the eye in here, I don't know if other people can see it, but you can definitely see them.
I mean, we can test it.
If y'all want. I personally kind of had enough owl time for a little bit.
Jaeger's gonna walk upstairs.
You get to the second bookshelf, because the first balcony of bookshelves is up to sort of curved staircases on either side of it that lead up. And then every bookshelf after that is a central spiral staircase that keeps leading up to them. So you go up the curved stairs, up the spiral staircase to the second balcony, and then there it is, on the floor, exactly where Sam said it would be.
Yep, here it is. Found it. And Jaeger's gonna trot over and look at it and kind of remember the feeling.
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking to try and touch.
It didn't like bite me or anything while I was up there. It just appeared themselves.
And Jaeger's gonna reach down and pick up the eye.
Roll a wisdom save.
12.
You don't see anything.
Hello?
You good, buddy?
Yeah, I don't see anything. But I'm holding it and it's not, putting me into a spiral of fucking horror, so that's good. I'm gonna walk back downstairs.
Okay.
You said it moved on its own.
That's right. But I think it might be kind of like if you leave the wardrobe here. Like, listen, when you're alone in the tower, things start doing its own stuff. I don't think it'll move before it's not here. I don't know if time's paused.
Jaeger, make a perception check. As are you going down to the others?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
14.
You see standing in the darkness of the door, the open door leading to the black void, an emaciated, completely wide-eyed Lily as like tree roots are growing into her skin, and she's just like dragged into the darkness.
Jaeger drops the eye. He looks pale.
The eye hits the floor of the clock tower again with that sort of like, it doesn't sound right when it hits the floor. It doesn't sound like the object that it should be. It like sounds heavier. It goes like, starts rolling. But not rolling without momentum, just rolling like it would any round object dropped.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Normally when we're on a mission and somebody dies, do they don't, I feel like I'm misremembering. They don't normally wake up in the tower and sit around waiting for us, right? That
Correct.
was weird.
Yes, but it is how it works when you go through the wardrobe. Whenever they've gone through the wardrobe, they just appear behind you guys on the couch.
Okay.
With like no time having passed.
Yeah.
And whenever you...
I can assume it's different because of when we're kind of technically, it's still the clock tower down there.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Sort of, maybe.
It's also like, usually, you guys have never like fully died in the clock tower other than going through the wardrobe. And usually you just like limp back to the couch a few times that you've been seriously injured. But you feel like it might be possible if you did happen to die in the tower that you would just wake up back on the couch with no time passing.
Makes sense.
We gotta figure out what to do with this thing. Maybe the people at Hayven could help.
I mean, I guess. Do you want to take that thing? Oh,
I don't want to take it down there, but I don't want to leave it here. I don't know what to do with it. That's the problem.
Right. Listen, as much as I like having the option of having a personal call line to the owl, I feel like keeping it in a place that...
It's still rolling on the ground. Jaeger's still staring at the
Hey, Jaeger, you all right?
void in the bookshelf like it's just completely disturbed. 1,000-yard staring.
Jaeger's face is, once again, pale. He hadn't said a word. His hand hasn't moved from the position. He's frozen.
Jaeger?
I think it gives an opening for the owl to just kind of fuck with you.
I'd say so, considering.
No, like, it can show you whatever it feels like showing you. And so if it talks to you, it wants something. Because I just saw Lily get dragged into the darkness, and it's kind of fucking with me a little bit.
Jaeger, same, like, gets up and, like, puts a hand on the small of Jaeger's back and, like, ushers them towards the couch. Maybe you should sit down.
He doesn't move. No. I'm good, I think. I have to... I want to sit in this a little bit just to remember.
Okay, buddy. It's your choice.
I feel like for a bit there I was losing my my edge, my desire to help, and I think this helped me actually a lot more than they thought it would. He shrugs, rolls his shoulders, and then walks over and leans against the wall next to the wardrobe as if he's ready to go back through again. I personally think that you should see it, Hayven, I mean. However, I think leaving from there may be a bit more final.
Oh, wait, you can go down further past Hayven?
Well,
They're not sure.
there seem to be some set up boundaries. There's a river that seems to blind people and unwire their brains, it seems. They don't really want to talk about it very much, and they don't seem to want to explore it very much.
That makes
Impassable
sense, considering.
Well, they do have a lot of trees.
Oh, that's nice. Like the scary kind?
No, like nice trees, like actual like regular trees.
I didn't get to see the regular trees.
My
Aaron.
point is though,
Roll a perception check while they're talking about the trees of Hayven.
with how many trees they have, there could be a way to make a nice canoe.
Dirty 20.
Up on the wall, about like 4 feet up, behind the mirror, just in the wood of the tower, you see a rough cut X.
That wasn't there before, was it?
What?
Points up to X on the wall. How tall is it? Like how high
It's
up
like,
is it?
I want to say 4 feet from the floor of the clock tower, in the wall of the tower, as if somebody had just cut an X into the wall.
I didn't do that, and that was not here when I was...
It was here when you woke up, but you didn't notice it. Or you didn't think you noticed it.
It was us. We cut an X into the tree.
Oh my.
The tree is our tower.
So that it's true then. We could climb another tree and go to another person's tower.
I imagine so, if we could get
That's
to
a
a
lot of
point of the tree that's like climbable.
Yeah, I guess.
That character who's retrieving people for the Hayven town.
Lucy?
So she was using the hand mirror.
From Castell.
Oh,
I don't know what she's doing now, really, because we didn't get to meet her. We turned around to get you pretty fast.
that... well, I appreciate it.
There was a possibility of being time dilation. We weren't gonna fuck around.
Yeah.
Oh, there is time dilation down there.
Maybe.
That
Maybe.
makes sense why you said...
Sometimes
Some people age, some people don't.
it's messed up.
Oh,
Yeah, no, the aging process kind of scares the shit out of me. The
Didn't-
changing sounds fucking crazy.
Didn't
Okay,
Cas-
you see the eye of the owl still just like rolling across the floor. It bumps into the very edge of the clock tower behind the mirror.
So what do you guys think we should do about that?
Well,
I don't mind moving it. Wherever you want to put it.
I don't believe we should take it with us.
I would heavily agree.
We should ask Lucy, or I don't know how well they'd take it,
I
but
have an idea. I need to get a piece of paper. And Jaeger's gonna stand up.
Sam, you have like a flashback.
No.
He's gonna stand up, run over to the bookcase, find a notebook, rip a piece of paper out, come back down.
hey,
It was an empty notebook. It's fine. And he's going to like origami a little like cap.
Roll a dexterity check.
It's not good.
From 5
paper.
you've got like a little crumpled dome.
Sick. With that, he's going to walk over and pick up the eye
Okay.
and put it on the table.
Roll a wisdom save.
You're gonna get away with it.
19.
Oh, nothing happens.
Sick. Puts it on the table, puts the dome on top.
But
The dome of paper goes and just like crumples, like vacuum seals itself to the shape of the eye on the table like there's a pressure vacuum.
we did this with a cup.
Yeah, I know. But now I feel more safe about talking about shit.
And as you guys look away from it, it's gone and the eye is on the table.
I wanted it to stay there. Why would you do that?
No. You gotta be, well, listen, you gotta be very specific.
Well, we can
Sometimes.
use the eye to divot a hole in the table, and it won't roll around anymore.
Oh, it's not a table. It's very nice.
Oh, you know what? Why don't we just wedge it in between the cushions?
I feel like that's just kind of like
Listen,
disrespectful.
what I
Yeah.
did is I made a triangle book prison for it, and I you can put like a cap on it,
I mean, what's the worst it's gonna do? Like, leave while we're gone?
You know, you'd be surprised.
Well, it did roll itself to the mayor. And it did roll itself to the hatch.
It did do that like twice.
I don't like either of those things.
It also
I don't like that it rolls at all.
It also launched itself into the fucking door that one time too.
No, wait.
Well, that was my fault.
Yeah, but it also still launched itself into the door.
Yeah, but there's not exactly. I'm pretty sure this place is pretty level, and I don't feel any fucking wind. So, I think the safest place for it was when it was jammed under the door not too long ago.
Then we couldn't go open the door.
That would fuck up my floor again.
Can you leave clothing out? Why don't we put it in a jacket pocket in the wardrobe?
All right. Okay. I'm all right with that. I'm on board with that. Not too different from the
If there's a
couch
closed
cushion.
door, you can put it as deep as a pocket as you want, and it can't roll its way out of that one.
I don't want you guys to ruin my jackets. How's it feel? I'm gonna like quickly grab something out of the wardrobe and go, put it back. Pick the one next to it. All right. This one's good. And it's just like a shitty fishing vest with lots of little pockets in the front of it.
Make sure you don't choose the wrong one and forget where you put it.
I think it's a pretty noticeable fishing vest.
It's like really gaudy.
It's my favorite.
It has a misspelled patch on it.
It's charming. Get the fucking...
You picks it up again.
Roll a wisdom save.
5. And begins to walk toward Barrett with it.
Just as you're about to get to Barrett, you feel like someone is leaning over your shoulder and whispers in your ear, "She's already dead."
You good there, buddy?
Bear's gonna start holding out the vest, trying to like almost get underneath as I see him kind of just blanking out.
You just gotta let go.
You don't have to be a dick about it. And drops the eye.
This owl's a dick as he puts the fucking vest in the wardrobe and closes the wardrobe.
Barrett, you close the wardrobe, and for once, out of everything you guys have done to this fucking eye, you're like, oh my god, we did it. Fucking stuck in there.
We did it.
The puzzle is solved.
Enjoy your little pocket roam.
Let's maybe not like fucking.
Looks around for,
Sam, you see there is a blank piece of paper on the coffee table.
I didn't leave this here. Sam picks it up.
It's one of your notebook papers.
Oh, neat. I'm like, holds it up. Like, is it written on?
No. It's one of the ones that you like ripped in half twice that didn't have writing on it.
It's on the key items table?
Yeah.
Why did that end up there?
I thought that means something. I don't know what, but
I was using, don't get mad at me.
why does that seem like it's something you say before you do say something that like is going to make us mad at you?
Well, I'm going to explain something and tell you it didn't happen. But I'm explaining the thought process. I was trying to get back to you, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll collect a bunch of notebooks on, like, traveling from point to point. Something I've been researching anyways. And we have those bullets that the last we saw, they opened like a rift or a door.
Everybody make a perception check except for Jaeger.
Including me?
You can if you want.
20.
Da-na-na-na.
14.
Barrett, you're like, yeah, why does it look like there are less bullets in the box now? During it, you're like, how long has Jaeger been wearing these fucking bullets? You like see them on his bandolier. It's like specifically those. You look back to the table, you look to the bullets, and you're like, you had those on you last mission.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
What is it? I thought we were all done keeping secrets.
Why didn't you keep a secret?
Hey, you're wearing them.
Lying by omission is still lying.
I didn't omit anything.
You realize we deal with mind-controlling omnipotent beings that could do with those what you could never do.
Side note, I've never been mind controlled before, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Technically, we have.
Yeah, I've been.
I could tell because you still have the bullets on your fucking bandolier. And we're still alive. So...
Look, pause. I will say right now that I never said that I took the bullets.
Kball, you gotta learn how to describe your facial expressions. It's the best part of
It is the best part. I'm trying to laugh. It's really hard.
Trinket looks at Barrett with like her eyes up and her eyes wide again, like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Just like smiling in disbelief.
So I like literally look at him like, are you hearing this?
Okay, look. Let me be sure. I wore them in front of you. It was very openly worn. I'm just going to say right now. What if we needed them? We might have needed them at some point.
Then we should have talked about it.
I'm holding them. It's not like I'm using them yet.
Am I the only one here? You got a lamp, you got bullets, you got pockets.
The pockets are kind of a thing, yeah.
Same eyes are like darting from like the other point of the argument. Darts back to Barrett.
Trinket's disbelieving face, just like, what the fuck is going on?
Darts back to Barrett, and you have like how many years of experience with somebody else?
Okay, we all have things we shouldn't have, except maybe me. Let's just lay it all on the table and we'll talk.
Like, take off my bandolier? It's kind of my thing, to be fair. It's like, I haven't really taken it off ever, except for like that one time.
I'm gonna take the box of bullets and place it on the table and turn it toward Jaeger.
Could I just ask, why is it so bad that I am carrying them just in case?
That's not what's in question here, is the fact that there was no question at all. We didn't have any talk about it, and those are very powerful, and I'm glad you feel confident enough to use them, but
I don't plan to use them, no. At least not yet.
then why bring them? Why
just in case!
Well, to be fair, it is kind of like taking in the lantern without saying anything.
Shit, okay, fine. And Jaeger will pop the bullets out of his bandolier, put them in the box, close it, and go. Stops for a second, holds up his hands. I would like to borrow 2 of the bullets to keep on me at all times, just in case.
I don't mind this.
That seems fair.
Sure.
Thank you. Opens the box again, pulls out 2.
Trinket, are you holding the lantern or is it on your belt?
It's on my belt.
You get sort of that emotional feeling that you get of like secondhand emotions of like, what is everyone yelling about? What's going on?
I'll just give it a little gentle pat.
You like, without spending much time, like, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's like, lol. Why is this a problem? There's like we're holding back the sun. You guys are arguing about bullets.
They are a little bit dangerous.
So in transparency and with the bullets, like I was saying, so this last mission, we went and saw that spooky gate. It was always open. Well, I copied those runes down because they're useful.
I remember.
Yeah. And so what I was going to do, right, is I was going to lay down those runes in a semicircle, right, put the bullet as a focus in the middle of them, which you usually need to do with like a kind of a keystone for a gate. And then I was going to try and focus my intention to open a gate hopefully closer to you.
Someone's really dangerous.
What if we were dead? What if we got eaten by a giant centipede or something?
Well then shit, maybe I want to go with you.
Let's talk things out before experimenting. I'll give you a pass since you got whatever the fuck happened to you.
Poking it.
Well, to be fair, the owl interrupted me, but I got some of the stuff down. I don't know what the paper's... Okay, so Hayven next. It's kind of weird. I may have just been tricking myself. This happens sometimes if you work with illusions. So I took a piece of paper, and I asked if the tower wanted the arrow gone, or if it wanted to talk to me in any way or mention something. So I tore a piece of paper and I wrote down, like, if yes and no. Well, it's kind of hard to say the first time. I really should have been more specific, honestly.
You gave the tower a questionnaire.
Yeah, and it kind of answered. Sort of. So, again, like, heavily sort of. It did spell out the owl.
Well, here.
But that might have been the owl doing. Honestly, some shit happened and now the paper's on the table, which is kind of confirmation.
Well, so it kind of worked.
Maybe.
Also, when you look back and like, now the paper's on the table, so it's kind of confirmation. The paper's gone.
And now the paper's gone.
I mean, what did you ask the paper? Well, the tower, but with the paper.
A lot of kind of frivolous things now that I think about it. But and again, I really should have been more specific. I did get it to spell out the owl, though.
But to be fair,
I wrote down all 24 characters of the alphabet and said which one to take first.
So the tower is sentient enough to be literate. That's good. I don't...
Wait, what? What the? So you know how to read, but you didn't teach me how... Never mind. Whatever. It's fine. Somebody's fault. Looks up again. It's nobody's fault. It's fine.
Well, again, this might just be confirmation bias. I would consider this to be kind of like yelling into the wind and hoping for someone to yell back.
You know, to be fair, I feel like it's more than that just because we have asked the tower to send us to a certain place and it's taken us there.
I mean,
Pretty
vaguely.
consistently.
Again, confirmation bias.
Pretty consistently, though, to be fair, like in the last few times.
Maybe. Sam like squids. All this considered, y'all came back for me?
Yeah.
How are we not?
No, I just want to know if like that's what we're doing again. If you've like finished your business or we're going down.
Well, we didn't really expect to. I don't know. Didn't expect you to be talking to an owl or a tower or trying to open portals.
I didn't expect you to find a retirement home for ClockTower agents.
That's fair.
We're even then, I guess.
But yeah, I feel like if we all go down and see it together, we can sort of have some sort of plan instead of us freaking out about you not being there and hoping that you got locked in a like forever stuck here
Well,
situation.
I mean, let's go for sure, but maybe do that little trick with the tower, ask if it's trying to tell us something.
All right.
Probably smart, yeah.
Sam like pulls a piece of paper out from their own notebook. Like, well, again, we'll need everyone to look away for it to take something, right?
Mhm.
Just like cleaning. But shucks. If you would like to, if you can tell us anything, or you can communicate at all, or if you can, no, I should be more specific even more.
Is there something you need to tell us?
Yeah, Sam rips the paper in half, writes yes on one side, yes, no on the other side, sets them both down while still looking at them. If you have something to tell us, take yes. If you don't have anything to tell us right now, take no. And then, like, Sam turns away.
We all turn away.
Okay.
Sam turns back.
Both of the papers are gone.
All right, let's go.
Well,
I feel like, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to say it out loud. It just turns and walks toward the wardrobe.
I watched Grin play this game all day.
oh, so you also did this?
Not with words, not with yes and no's, not with an alphabet, just tchotchkes. I don't know.
Yeah, but they usually stayed where Grin put them.
I know, but he would like have a bunch of things placed on the table, trying to be like, okay, we need to sort this out, and he'd go to sort things. Like he put the two things he wanted down, look back, and it's like gone. So it's just like, this is not surprising at all. I don't think there's really any sense to this.
What you've learned is that the tower is pretty good about not putting away things when you're actively trying to use them, like studying for a mission or something like that. But if you're doing something that's like, and we're making a mess, the tower's like, stop.
If you get add at all, if you find a new goal, even if it wasn't an intended goal, it goes, oh, okay, we're doing that now.
It's like, Barrett, you feel like it's like having a parent who's just following you around the entire time, and when your kid's like, I'm done with this thing, and like puts it over there, they're like, okay, we'll put that back where it goes instead of just on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So the X was on our tower, right?
Yeah, it's on our tree.
From the tree. Do you want to try and like writing a message on someone else's tree?
I feel like that would scare the shit out of them. To be fair, like,
Yeah, but like, there's no other way for Asians to talk to each other.
There is at Hayven.
no, not really. Like, you can't just talk to a random agent. You have to go talk to the people who are there, and they have to be able to get back there again.
Well, I feel like that's a better start than whatever the fuck we're talking about right now.
Yeah, just like defacing somebody else's tower feels kind of like.
That is true. I hadn't made the connection that we'd be defacing someone else's home.
That is a very interesting thought, Sam.
How about this? How about I pin a piece of paper to another tree?
Maybe
And
pin
there'll
a
be
piece
a
of paper to our
pinhole
tree.
mark upstairs.
And they won't even notice.
Maybe pin a piece of paper to our tree and see if we find it later.
Let's do that first. I agree.
Okay.
Before we're fucking other people's stuff up. Plus, they can't even respond to us.
Yeah. To be fair, how would they get down?
Or they can't.
We're kind of special. We have the lantern. Nobody else has a lantern.
Oh.
Nods.
We're apparently cooler than some other agents because we fucked them all.
Why would we be
Cooler.
Why would we be cooler?
Because we won.
Cooler.
Here, can we have the conversation while we're going? I feel like we're eating.
I hold up the lantern. Cooler, he says.
Look, they're cool.
This is not cool.
They're also cool
This
because they're
is
holding
fucked
all in.
up. We're more fucked up than everyone else.
Sam's like looks away and Grimace is like,
Once you get a response back from the lantern that feels like the emotion of like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, the lantern's also offended.
Shall we go?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Please lead the way, Trinket.
All right, let's do this again.
Okay. Are you opening the hatch in the back of the back of the room? As you do, the warning is still there. But when you look down, it's not the ladder going down into darkness. You see the floor on like maybe a 8-foot drop.
What?
You see the forest floor, like at the very bottom of that long ass travel down the ladder. It's just like a drop now.
Nice.
That's a long drop.
For you.
That's double my height. That's gonna break my fucking legs.
Just roll when you hit the ground.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm gonna hit and go tell her back up. Like, oh fuck. Tell her forward.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to hold the lantern up over the hole and I'll just jump in?
Sure.
And Jaeger hops.
Roll a dexterity save.
1.
How bad is it?
Let's go. Not 20.
Oh, you take 6 damage. I think what happens is Jaeger jumps through and like stiff legs both like the ground and just feels it like shoot up in your ankles, your knees, and your hips. You're just like, and then you like crumple with that momentum and like hit your head on the ground really hard, your shoulder, just kind of like,
I thought it was further down. It wasn't further down.
and you're like fine, no like lasting damage. I mean, like 6 damage is enough to kill a peasant. So that hurt. That sucked, but you're kind of okay.
I looked at Trink and I go, yeah, we're really cool.
Are you dead?
No.
Jaeger, you look up, you don't see them, and you can't hear them.
Oh.
It's just like looking up at the tree again, like the ladder.
Well, that's ominous. I'm just like looking up.
What do you
staring
mean?
At the tree.
Jaeger?
Not responding to you. It just seems like he can't hear you.
Well, I guess I just wait.
What?
Yeah. In the dark. Alone.
I'm gonna drop down and hopefully Jaeger will catch me.
Yeah, we probably should have told him that before he jumped down.
Sam like crawls down and hangs their fingertips off the edge and like, then let's go.
Okay. Roll a dexterity save. Jaeger, also roll a dexterity save.
4.
7.
Sammy takes 6 damage. And Jaeger, you take another 4 damage as Sam crashes into you. Sam, as soon as you let go, the little hatch you let go of just disappears. Like as you're looking up, it's just like, and Jaeger, you see Sam just like falls out of darkness, it's like, and crashes into you. And like, you guys see a spotlight of Olm's light underneath you. Like the light is shining on you from somewhere, but there's it isn't shining on you.
Okay, so look up and see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I see it. That's weird. Hey guys, I know you can't. Maybe you can hear me. Yeah, it like the hash disappears when you drop down, so be careful where you land. And Sam like takes a step back and away.
How many steps are you taking back?
Edge of the spotlight.
Okay.
You should probably go first.
All right, well, here, hold on. Maybe I can do something. As he like pulls out his ring, and I'm going to cast Fly on Trinket.
You have Fly?
I have Fly.
So you cast Fly on Trinket.
Yes.
Yep.
And this is for my jumping down.
Dexterity check, yeah.
Yeah. 17.
Barrett jumps through the hatch, and you guys see like out of the darkness, Jaeger, you see Barrett just like drop down and like does one roll and stands up right at the edge of the light.
Well, yeah, it's only like a 2-foot drop for him.
All right, Trinket, we're all good.
All right, I'm gonna hop down, float on down.
Okay. Trinket descends like she has complete control over her movement, just like out of the shadows, beacon of light. The light like gets bigger, no longer spotlighted down, and you guys are just at the floor level of the woods again.
Well, that's cool. I would like to take a piece of my notebook out right before Jaeger, Trinket, Barrett, and Sam, and then I can't reach in my pocket to grab something to pin it to the tree with. That would be bad.
So Sam starts reaching in their pocket.
I grabbed some arm. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that would have been very bad for me. Sorry, I compartmentalized this.
I like Sam's arm. I'm sorry. Oh.
Do you have a way to like pin this here?
Jaeger looks around on himself.
You are writing a fan fiction right now.
Oh wait, I'll just do this. And Sam pulls out their pencil and like lines up next to like where is there the X still there? Is the glowing X still on that tree?
No.
Okay. Kind of lines it up where the drop the ladder is. I want to give it a tip, like just to put it in the tree. Might be kind of hard.
You like hold the paper against the tree and you hold the pencil against the paper, like ready to spike it to the tree. And it feels like you're graffitiing a police station. Like every fiber of your guys' being is telling you that this is a really bad idea and that you shouldn't be doing this. And that's the only really like feeling I can explain.
Sam like pulls away the pencil and just sets the piece of paper next to the tree.
Barrett does a very proud-looking nod. All right, Trinket, I don't really think the direction really matters here. I think we just got to make a trek.
Yeah.
I think we'll just end up back at that bonfire no matter what we do.
On the way to Hayven.
It's actually very pretty, to be fair.
So you guys are going with the intent of going to Hayven?
Yes.
You guys come through the trees so much faster now. It's like what felt like a day's walk last time is like 15 minutes. It's like in total, the trip from like your tower to Hayven was just like going to your friend's house up the street.
So the ladder shortened, the path shortened, just because we know where we're going, we have intent.
So, by the way, Sam, if you look closely, the entire sky is like an illusion. It's actually very fascinating.
And as you guys get through the forest line, you see that it is still dark and the sky is still that illusion of stars. And the fire pit has burned down to embers. And you see that those two girls, one in the comfy sweater and the other one who's blonde, are like KO'd, passed out, sleeping on each other against the log by the fire. You see there's one other person there. They look kind of androgynous and seeming they like have stuff sticking out of their like visible pockets on their clothes, and they seem to be like smiling, asleep, having a good dream. And you see they've got like gold equipment on them. They're also KO'd. They were at the fire previously that you guys remember. And it just seems like the fire has been burnt down to nothing. They just fell asleep here. People got up and let them sleep here. So you guys don't think they're in the exact same positions that they were when you guys came down here originally. So you don't think much time has passed. And then you hear like from the center of town, a sort of like pleasant melody play. And then a like small streak of light, like a flare. And it looks like a shooting star. And then the stars in the sky go like completely black. And then there's like over by the mountains, a like pink color. And you guys see the sun rise. And everybody roll with advantage because Jaeger already pointed out perception. It's kind of too far away to investigate.
14.
9.
12.
17.
Okay. Everybody except for Trinket is like, oh, well, that's a really good illusion of a sunrise. It's like really pretty, and the entire town is lighting up. And by the time the sun gets all the way up, like it takes a while to rise, but it is lighting up the town as though if it were the sun.
You know,
Well,
I don't think I've ever actually like sat here and like just watched the sunrise.
You hear really distantly what sounds like a rooster.
It's kind of nice.
I expect, because these guys are still here, perhaps the time dilation only occurs if we go to missions, perhaps.
that's possible, although I don't know your starting point, but it looks like it's a new day here.
Well, it was late into the night last we left.
Yeah, they were having a bonfire. It was nice.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
The person who's sleeping opens their eyes and looks at you guys, kind of like, oh, hey, it's you guys.
Same waves.
You come back. Oh, I don't remember you.
I'm Sam. Nice to meet you.
I'm Abel. Nice to meet you as well.
Pleasure.
You guys coming to stay in Hayven?
At least visit.
That's cool. Path of the East.
East.
Nice.
Same like, Sam looks at Abel and like, yeah.
Abel gets up, reaches in their coat. You're kind of like, you're worried they're gonna what? And they pull out a small slice of bread, and they hold it out to you. Sam, go. You'll need this.
Sam takes the bread and puts it in their pocket.
Which one?
I'm not gonna lie.
They're not actually.
Here's hands like,
No.
sorry, I don't mean to touch you again. However, pockets, don't forget.
Well, yeah, I have a system.
I want to make sure.
Do you?
Well, yes, I do.
Do you take the bread from? You took the bread
Yeah.
from him, right? You take the bread and he like gives you a knowing nod, looks at Trinket, shrugs, and then turns around and walks towards town.
Huh?
Path of the fucking east.
What does that mean? You know,
I
I
just-
make some pretty defamatory things about North, too.
That's fair. Let's go find Mr. Summer.
Is that
Mr. Gray. Yeah, Mr. Gray's like the leader here in town.
Oh, okay.
At least last time we were here. I don't know about now. It seems like it's been the same day.
I lead on? It's pretty, you're right.
Well, I don't think he's at the library. Maybe the bar.
Maybe the bar. There's a bar. There's also a general store and a
Why would
library.
they be at the bar at like 7 in the morning?
To be fair, I hung out with Red, and Red has told me one thing, and that one thing is the bar never technically closes when people are still trying to party.
All right, sure, yeah.
Bedroom talk. And Jaeger just keeps walking.
Okay. As you guys walk through town towards, I'm guessing, town hall where you last saw Summer, you see there's a lot more like people out. They're at the main crossroads before the bridge that leads to town square. You see that there is like an old 60s truck that looks a little weathered. It's like got a blue paint job and people are unloading like crates of produce. You see that there is a woman with like a baseball cap, a flannel shirt, like very like comfortable farming attire kind of a thing. She's like kind of directing where some of the things going off the back of the truck are. And she goes, "Sorry, just take the bags of wool and put them over there. We're gonna take them to the general store in a minute." And you see there's somebody like standing in the back of the truck. They seem like a non-binary agent. They're around like 6.5 feet tall, but they're kind of thin for their frame. They got a dark tan complexion and a hat covering does not like, it doesn't mask how deep and dark brown their eyes are. And they look at you with a very competent expression, just kind of a nod as they seem like they're focusing on getting their task done. And then almost wildly next to this other thing, you see what looks like a rhino, although you guys, like, Barrett, you know what a rhino is. Sam and Jaeger, you're like, what the fuck is that thing?
It's a giant armored horse.
However, Barrett, you've never seen a rhino made out of like magma and coal, and it's wearing silver bracelets that seem to make like a protective bubble around it so that it doesn't like burn anything, and it's pulling a huge cart that seems like there are casks of wine being unloaded from it and tons of produce, and there's like a very stout, like large, wide ClockTower agent who's got like a big hat and like equal like silver bracelets around his wrists that seem to match the rhino, and he's like directing people to unload some of that as well. Barrett, you see the man that Summer called Tony also helping unload that, but there's also a bunch of people you did not see last night. Like a bunch of people just going about their business.
Well, he was saying there was a bunch of people sleeping, so.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, you guys came here in the middle of the night, and now the town has woken up, and it's alive down here, like in a way that you've only ever seen in Worlds Through the Clock Tower. The like stagnant, still air of the Clock Tower is not down here. And you do feel a breeze down here. It's like just fucking so nice. It doesn't do it justice to be described by me, but this town, just like Summer said, is a paradise. Hey, it's me, Ellie again. Well, it finally happened. I've started a second ClockTower channel. This one will focus mainly on the art and animation of the show and the worlds we create within it. It won't be a steady stream of content since I really won't have much time for that, but it's a place to post about the many ClockTower-related art and animation projects we already have in the works. So, if you want to support it, head on over to ClockTower Art and Animation on YouTube. And now, credits. If you would like to work with us or collaborate with us in any way, contact us through our website, ClockTowerAgent.com. Barrett was played by Bink. Sam was played by Cal. Trinket was played by Kball. Jaeger was played by Trent. And I, Ellinthris, was your DM. The voice of our disclaimer is Valk Donahue. You can check out all of his work at patreon.com/theMathLaneDreamer. All music from Season 1 of Clock Tower, and some additional songs made for Season 2 of Clock Tower, made by Who's Music. If you would like your own D&D music commissioned, you can contact them and find all of their work through their website, whosisthis.com, or find it in the description below. Thanks, Who's. Additional music and FX provided by Andrew Smith and Cal. Thank you to our editing team and Cal for making the episodes what they are. Thank you to our sponsor, Alpha Lupine Images, for donating the equipment to help us make more content with better quality. The Clock Tower test on our website, where you can become your own ClockTower agent, was programmed by Mike LeMay. Thank you so much to everyone who supports us on Patreon. We couldn't do it without you. And thank you again for listening. Clock Tower, Season 2, Episode 44, will be out for all of our early episode patrons on December 6th, and will release publicly on December 13th. Till then, time's ticking. See you in the Clock Tower.